Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dextersworld channel. Today's video, allow me to make an update about the barn that we have constructed for our chicks at the farm. And also, I am so happy because we already have made a new name for our pet store. From Boy and Pets, we converted the name or we changed the name to Dextersworld Petshop. And it is located at Sucabon, Zamboanga City. To those of you who are just near in our place, you can visit our pet store. And today is another day to celebrate because we have hatched more than 200 chicks. In the last video that we had, we made mention about the importance of the barn in the farm, which is good for a day-old chicks. But I didn't realize that this barn will be quickly overpopulated by the number of chicks that we have hatched every 5 days. That is why I made another brooding coop, and this brooding coop is here, just right here. And I would like to say something about this. Well, this is very economical because I only use light materials for this coop. I only use the plywood and the very cheap wood, the miscuts that are available in the lumber yard. And this coop is measured around 2 feet in width, and we have 2 feet also in height. But above the ground, we elevated this at 2 feet also. So it's really very easy to recall. We have the 2 feet in width, the 2 feet in height. We also elevated this from the ground by 2 feet. So we will now see the conditions of our chicks here inside. I made an innovation about the door. You see that one? This is made of plywood, and I intentionally use the plywood because there are many cats and dogs and even rats that are here, and they may intrude inside the coop and eat our chicks. Well, this is a 3 days old chicks now, and you will see their conditions. I use the bulb as our heater, and I also improvised a feeder for them to be accommodated that they can eat every time they want. I have here more than 100 of chicks, actually more than 200 of chicks right here. This group is older than this one because this one is only 3 days old, but this one is 6 days old already. So maybe you will ask, Dexter, how long these chicks will stay here in this brooding coop? Well, they will stay here for just 10 days because after 10 days, we will transfer them to the farm. But before we're gonna release them on the ground, we will make sure that they will receive first their vaccine. And I am referring to the Gumboro and the B1B1 vaccine. And I am so glad that we are close to our target because we targeted at least 1,000 for this month of August. And we already have collected close to 500, and that's gonna be a fulfillment because I am targeting to have 3,000 heads of breeders for this year, 2020. So before this year ends, maybe we can have 3,000 breeders for us to be able to share this project to other people who may also wanted to try in this kind of business. This is really safer place for the chicks because the virus will not be able to, come in because they are very close. It's also really very easy to gather the dung. You see that one? This dung is the waste that we have collected just today, just this morning actually. And you will see that here inside are bigger chicks compared to the chicks in the other compartment. They're here. Imagine, they're only about 6 or 5 days and they are already big. And maybe you will ask me, Dexter, which is better, the barn type or this kind of brooding cage? It depends. If you have a big area, then I can recommend also that you have to do with the barn type. But it is quite laborious compared to this one. Why I said it is laborious? Because you have to always put the rice hull in order to prevent the rise of the ammonia out of this chicken dung. If we don't clean every day, then there is a tendency that our chicks will get sick because of the ammonia of their dung. In the barn type, we have to closely monitor, and of course we have to regularly put rice hull in order for these chicks to have a clean environment. But this type is, we no longer need the rice hull because the dung will just fall on this strainer that I have prepared, and it's good because they will not become dirty. They're scheduled to be transported or transferred to the barn how many days from now? Tomorrow I'm going to vaccinate them, and we will wait for another couple of days for them to be released in the farm. So this is really a big thing that we have actually dreamed about. This is slowly happening. That is why I said that if you really have that, the drive, the enthusiasm, and you have the courage and the guts to do your thing, then you will really become successful. You will succeed with your plans. So guys, we are right here inside the barn that we have constructed for our day-old chicks, and actually we have a population here of 300 chicks, and they are overcrowding this very small space. That's why I decided to make another system, which is a hanging brooding cage for our day-old chicks. And you can compare now that in this barn type system that we have adopted, it entails a lot of work compared to the hanging brooding cages, because we have to monitor the rise of the ammonia that may be caused by the dung of this chicken. But they will not stay here very long because we intended to just let them stay here for 10 days. And after 10 days, we're gonna transfer them to a bigger coop. In my previous videos, I mentioned about crossbreeding. And we have actually tried to breed this Siam or Asil breed, we don't know, but this is locally known as Holohano here in our city. So guys, this is now the result of our crossbreeding. We crossed the Siam to the Rhode Island Red, and it gives us a good result. You look at the body conformation of this chick, very large in size, and you will see that the feet is long, the legs are long-legged actually, and you will see them that they are competing in terms of size with the Rhode Islands. In fact, some of them are much bigger than the pure breed of this Rhode Islands. So we are envisioning to create our own kind of chicken, and we will call that DW chicken, this Dextersworld chicken. This is a three-way cross among this Rhode Island, this Asil or Siam breed, and then this Peruvian. Actually, I already have a material of this Peruvian chicken. This is just about 3 months old or maybe less, but it weighs now more than 2 kilos. So this is big, and we will use this in our desire to have a three-way cross among the Siam, the Asil breed, the Rhode Island, and of course this Peruvian. So you will see these Peruvians, actually how many months from now we're gonna be able to use this one as our material for breeding. And this is very costly actually, because it will cost us around 2,500 pesos for just a week-old chick. You look at this one. This is one of the biggest chick that we have produced. And this is not a pure breed of this Rhode Islands. This is a crossbreed of the Rhode Island and the Siam. So you will see this one very big. Look at the feet, look at the legs, the body conformation. It's very good. That's why I am really very inspired to produce our very own Dextersworld chicken in the future. So I'm referring to this rooster. This rooster is the Siam. As what I have said, we call this the Holohano, because in Holo, their native chickens are really this type of breed, this Siam breed. We use this and we have produced a good result. You know, in life we have to dream and we have to think of ways how to augment our income and how to prosper in life. It only needs courage. Courage, believe in yourself, perseverance, and of course patience, because along the way you will really encounter some obstacles, some bumpy roads, some troubles, some hindrances, but you will not mind all these things because you know where you are headed to. You are fixed on your goal, and this is what I'm going to share with you. So guys, we're finally here at the pet store, and I am so glad because despite of this pandemic conditions, we're still able to open this one, and we are allowed, of course, to observe the social distancing, the protocols like wearing of masks, and the placing of alcohol in our hands. We also have face shield for our staffs. It's really working, and I'm glad that our staffs are so well right now. We give them vitamins, and of course we emphasize the importance of personal hygiene. And inside in this pet shop now are plenty. We have plenty of stocks of this fish, and we also have the arowana, we have the koi, we have this shubunkin. And if you are going to come here and buy our fish, of course we can give you discounts, and we can assure you that you're gonna buy a healthy fish. Because in this business, the health of the fish is your capital. Because if the customer will buy that sickly fish, then it will also give a bad impression to our business. So as much as possible, we are of course educating our customers about the care of this kind of fish. And also, this business needs no big capital. If you have a small amount of money, you can start this business, and you can just breed your fish and then supplement your stocks with your own breeding of this ornamental fish, like what I did at home. Actually, majority of the stocks that we are selling here are our own produced, and that is why it is really best that if you have tanks at home, you will start your own breeding. And another thing that we are going to emphasize also is the fact that this pet shop business is also very lucrative because you can sell repacked food, and also you will sell the accessories and even the plants, the snails, and everything, the live plants. It's a good source of income. One of the key factors for our success in this business is the cleanliness of the aquarium. We always emphasize the importance of the cleanliness through a good filtration system. This is the most important thing to consider if you have an aquarium at home or maintaining a pet store or an aquarium at your pet store. So you will see that the water in each of this aquarium are very clear because of the kind of filtration that we employ. You will see this one. This box is a good example of the good filtration system. So we have a DIY filter. We also have to make sure that we will not rely 100% on the filter. Actually, if there are unconsumed food that are settled at the bottom of the aquarium, we will just immediately get that, and we will add new water after getting all the dirts in the aquarium. So this is really very important. And also, we have to make sure that we have a backup power. In times of power interruption, maybe in other places you don't know about power interruption, but here in our place, in other countries, I know that there are instances that there is really an interruption of the electricity, of the power. So we have to make sure that we have a backup generator so that this fish will not be gasping for breath during power interruptions. So guys, this is the thing that we can share with you so far. I hope you will continue to be inspired and continue to like and share our videos. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified of our regular uploads only here at Dextersworld!